Welcome, everyone, to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 2 seed in this playoff, LSU Tigers, taking on another squad from the Big Ten, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. 2 teams enter, 1 team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. 1 game to determine the national championship. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Rush set it down for the offense. First down. They're going to run it. Back gets the carry.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Quick completion to the tight end. Breaking free at midfield. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Touchdown Tigers. Strong game by this quarterback. They'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? The quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to throw it on first down. With the catch, it's Connors.
Hey, they get some positive yards here. But just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Pass complete. It's second down now. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Well, it's a beautiful run here for the first down, really living up to that reputation of the great backs that they've had over the years. Think about Archie Griffin and Eddie George, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins, just so many great backs. We're seeing another one right here.
The guys up front lined up. It's first down. Handoff here from the shotgun.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
The loss sets up a second and long from the 20. Movement at the second level of the defense now. second down, we're going to throw it. Lets it fly to the wideout. And it's complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline. Finally marked out after a big game, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? And he'll rifle this one deep to the right side. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Buckeyes pick up enough to get a first down there. The shotgun handoff here. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Quick throw caught on the left side. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Just another great example, Chris, of an Ohio State quarterback and receiver combination being so dangerous. Think about it, over the last 8 or 10 years, I think Ohio State has been as consistent as anybody when it comes to the passing game and the efficiency that comes with it.
The Buckeyes line up on 1st and 10 now. Quarterback making some changes at the line. First down, looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it near the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. He'll hand it off. The gain is 3 yards, brings up a 2nd down and 7.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Important 2nd down play coming up. That's a design quarterback keeper. Oh, look at the quick cut. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
And it's complete downfield. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, is it possible to be DBU and wide receiver U at the same time? I think the LSU fans think it's possible. They always seem to have great defensive backs, and they always have pass catchers that just show up and show out week after week, year after year.
down after that previous play. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They'll look to throw it here on second down. It's a quick grab. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route, you prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Pass is incomplete, but there's a flag. This is a big call coming up. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down here for this offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And it's incomplete. Even at a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Linebackers moving around trying to confuse the offense. Toss play to the outside. Eludes a tackle. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. Big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Send the back in motion. Running play called on third and short. And that broken tackle will earn him first down yardage.
Well, that's mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line knowing exactly their assignment, getting a hat on a hat, and that back threw just exactly where he needed to go to extend this drive. That's a first down.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And the wideout goes in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's got some room. Can he get there? And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a first down and goal.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
First and goal for the offense. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
It is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
Second and goal for the offense. Looking to score, they'll run it to the right side. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, LSU. Kicking team on now for the extra point. The extra point makes the lead 14-7. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. They'll return it from inside the 5. He stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. Passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. That deep shot is caught for a big gain.
Boy, what a big-time play here by this wide receiver. You know, sometimes, Chris, I wonder if Woody Hayes would be enjoying this modern passing attack from his Buckeyes. And I'd like to think that winning would outweigh any concerns he may have about that ball being in the air so often.
Solid gain moves the ball up to the 47 with a new first down. Off to the right side. Breaking tackles.
The defense coordinator this week, all week, telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Here comes a handoff. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. And he'll drop back here on third down. Looking to make a big play downfield. Catch made down inside the 20. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. Man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Touchdown, Ohio State. This quarterback on fire today. Folks, we hope you're enjoying this. The national championship game is all tied up. Buckle up now for the finish.
Man, this is everything you could hope for on this biggest stage in a national championship. Both these teams bringing their A game. I can't wait to sit back and see who wins it.
And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. We have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown on their last possession. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. That's a big hit at the end, but even a fresh set of downs.
Chris, I know when we think about LSU, you go back to 2019, Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, that dynamic offense. But at the end of the day, it's still LSU. It's still the SEC. And ground and pound is something they will never move away from. Great job here, and move the sticks.
Looking to throw now on first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
The slant is a great way to get the ball to your receiver against man coverage, especially if you feel like you've got an advantage on the matchup. Easy throw and completion for the quarterback and receiver.
Here's the second down play. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. Tackle made after just a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
It's third down for the offense. They'll try to run for the first down. Fighting off the defender. Looks like LSU has the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. Quick pass, the catch is made. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Trying to find some room. It's Connors. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain. The clock is still running up to hurry up here, but it's a crucial third down. And they pick up the first on the ground. Zero running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. So they'll pass up the long field goal attempt to keep the offense on the field for fourth down. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Complete to the running back on this fourth down play. He's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this fourth down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw a good pass rush there on first down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
So second down after the incompletion. Ball handed to the running back. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid game.
Crucial third down play coming up after that run. Quarterback's got it on the option. That's a solid gain there. He keeps it and picks up the first down himself. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. Now it's 2nd down here. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
No, that's the one thing about a guy that always feels that he can rely on his legs. He's always trying to make a play, and this time he just wasn't able to get away from the defense, and that is a big loss for the offense.
And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. All right, let's get the second half going now. The kickoff team is out there. Return starts from inside the 5. He stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. After a short return, he's tackled at the 18. What an enormous takeaway by this defense.
Wow, what a play by this safety. Sometimes you'll see teams around the country not willing to play much cover 2 because they're concerned about the safety and coverage. But in this case, man, he played it perfectly, read the football, and made the interception.
The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Single back takes the handoff. The Sauk were able to bring him down quickly. That gain sets up a 3rd down play. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Well, that's an incompletion. That'll bring up 4th down and makes you wonder if the offensive coordinator is reevaluating. Maybe a run there might have been the safer call.
No, kick it away here. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. Short throw complete to the tight end. Refusing to be brought down before gaining 1st down yardage.
Nice throw and catch here for the Buckeyes. You know, Chris, it's hard to think of a time when Ohio State didn't have an efficient and prolific quarterback under center.
And that run is good for 1st down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Trying to extend the play. And that's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Mobility can be a blessing or a curse for some quarterbacks. Sometimes they feel that they can make a play on every single opportunity because they have such speed. Instead of just getting down or throwing it away, they try to force the issue. This one almost backfires on him as he tried to squeeze that throw in. He's lucky he didn't throw an interception.
And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Chris, this is a great game, but I'm always so impressed with the offensive line because they sell this as much as anything. The quarterback's making the read, trying to figure out if the defense is committed to the run or the pass, and then he's going to go the other direction. He makes the right throw here out to the flat to the right, but the offensive line showing the defense it's a run look is what opens this up eventually for the nice game.
And the defense smothers him for no gain. The offense failed earlier in a 4th down attempt. They'll try it again here. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Caught near the goal line. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They'll take the lead in the second half. Another touchdown strike. You win national championships with elite quarterback play. And, Kirk, this guy's putting on a show.
I mean, this is a national championship. Can you imagine having this kind of performance? This is something that we'll always remember. Right now, this defense is overmatched with his ability to throw the ball and the receivers' jobs of running routes. Everything's in sync right now.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. Here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Finds room at the 30. You get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
Ooh, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
You set it down to the offense. 1st and 10. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Snags the quick throw.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Testing the right side here. Takes it out to the 44. That's good for a 1st down.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the 1st down.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And it falls incomplete. So 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle made after a big gain.
Well, how about that? Another LSU wide receiver makes a big-time catch for the Tigers offense. Oh, just a couple names to throw out. How about OBJ? How about Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase, who right now arguably two of the top receivers in the NFL, all from LSU. And watching this young man right here, he's hoping he's next in line.
We'll hand it off. Fighting him off.
It's exactly what you want to. Positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. On the run, it's Perkins. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
First down. We're going to throw the football. Looking for his big tight end. It's a fumble. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover.
Defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball. They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
Not the news the coach was hoping to hear. He took a chance calling a timeout to get the replay. We'll see if that proves to be crucial. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. He hands it off from the gun. He shreds the tackle.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Offense getting set. It's second down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Breaking free at the 35. Marked out of bounds, but it's another big game. This air attack, no problem moving the ball up and down the field today.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. It's the short throw. You can see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
And a nice first down game there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. They'll change the pre-snap look now. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Third down play for this offense. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. And the pass is dropped incomplete with him. Had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Whoa, you talk about a big hit there. I think this guy holds on to this football at a critical third down if this linebacker doesn't lower the blow. Great timing on that hit to prevent the PI call and to get this team to fourth down.
Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. He doesn't feel it cleanly. The ball is loose.
Boy, at this point in the game in the fourth quarter, trailing, chance to get the ball back, and you fumble. I just don't know how many possessions or opportunities they're going to get after this.
Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. Grab behind the line. It's Moffitt. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll hand it off. Runs through the defender. Finding space at the 20. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. He just breaks away and takes it to the house from distance. That's an elite running back type of play.
You know, when he got out into the open field, I didn't know if he had the speed to take that thing all the way to the house, but he does. That's next level speed.
And they tack on the extra point. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Last possession, they fumbled it away, and it set up a touchdown drive. And they bounced back from that right away. Breaking free at the 35. He has first down yardage at the 46.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1. The offense going with the hurry up. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Good enough for first down yardage. No huddle here for the offense.
Hey, it's a nice pickup. You got the first down on the ground. That's a great job. But remember, it's a 2-possession game. You got to pick it up a bit. This defense will welcome those kind of plays all game long because the clock will keep moving. So you got to put that ball in the end zone and try to get the ball back.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Looking to pass this time. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. A huge hit by the linebacker. A collision of big bodies there.
Well, we just continue to see this defense make great plays, especially with their tackling. And the awareness to understand we're in the 4th quarter, you're trying to keep this offense in bounds so they keep that clock moving.
He's moving out of the pocket. He eludes the rush. And he just throws it away.
I mean, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. They'll give it to the back. That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4. A chance to get right back into this football game. It's first down and goal. He hands it to the back. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time. It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. Going to score, they'll run it to the left side.
Man, I really thought on 2nd goal you might see the offensive coordinator elect to throw the ball, but instead try to catch the defense napping by running. Man, does it backfire.
They need a touchdown here. Down big in the 4th quarter. 3rd and goal. Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, that is going to bring up fourth down now, Chris, and it is critical that they not only go for it, they got to pick up this first down. You're down by a couple possessions. You can't fool around. You got to keep this possession as long as you can and put this ball eventually into the end zone.
Goal here doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 on fourth down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And it's incomplete to end the drive. A turnover on downs during the late stages of this game.
Chris, they had exactly what they wanted. I can't believe this would have been a touchdown, but he drops the ball on fourth down.
And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. Handoff as they try to work the clock here. Nowhere to run up the middle. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Second down play coming up. Now the handoff. The pickup is just 3 yards. Now it's third down and 7. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Short completion of the tight end. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now.
Really tight coverage here by this defense. Now, they give up the pass underneath, but do a nice job of rallying to the football to keep him short of that first down marker. And now we've got a decision here on fourth down.
The Buckeyes will send the punt team onto the field. They're going to kick it away for the second time. And the ball is away from his own end zone. It's fielded inside the 40. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they moved it down into scoring position, but got stopped on 4th and goal. Got to put that behind them. The quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure. Just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Breaks the catch. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Now the offense will go for a 2-point conversion. Incomplete, very lucky to avoid an interception there. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And the Hams team able to recover the football. The job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. And that knee should do it. We have our national champions. They're the last team standing at the top of the mountain, Kirk, national champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship. They come through one more time. And as you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
Well, that's it. Dramatic punctuation to another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Officially, your kings of the college football world and national champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes.